What if I told you that right now in 2026 you can get second citizenship legally, officially, and permanently for 90,000 US dollars in as little as 60 days with no interview, no language test, no residency requirement, and here's the big one. It's open to almost every nationality on earth. No, this isn't a scam. This isn't some shady document mail in a basement. This is a government authorized decree-backed citizenship by investment program, and most people in this space have barely talked about it. So stay with me, because if you're Iranian, Russian, Nigerian, stateless, or you've been rejected from other programs before, this video was made for you. Welcome back to the Passport Investor channel, the channel where we break down second citizenship, residency by investment, and passport strategy for the global citizen. I'm Theodora, and if you're new here, hit subscribe because we go deep on stuff most advisors won't tell you. And today we're covering Sao Tome and Principe, a tiny island nation in West Africa that just launched one of the most significant citizenship programs in recent memory. So let's get into it. Sao Tome and Principe is a small island nation sitting in the Gulf of Guinea off the west coast of Central Africa. It has a population of about 230,000 people. It's actually the world's first country to be entirely designated as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, so yes, it is beautiful. It's a Portuguese-speaking country, part of the CPLP, the Community of Portuguese Language Countries, which includes Portugal and Brazil. That's actually important, and I'll come back to it. The program launched in August 2025. Applications opened in September last year. First passports were already issued in January 2026. So this is real, this is live, and it's happening. So let's talk money, because this is where Sao Tome blows everything out of the water. The minimum investment starts at 90,000 US dollars. It's a non-refundable donation to the National Transformation Fund, and that's it. That's your entry point to a second citizenship. To understand the full context, St. Kitts starts at 250,000, Grenada starts at 235,000, Dominica at 200,000, and Vanuatu, which would be the closest in price and value, at 130,000. And now we have Sao Tome, which starts at 90,000 US dollars. It's the cheapest legitimate citizenship by investment program in the world right now. And when it comes to a family of up to 4, it starts at 95,000, just 5,000 more. Each additional dependent beyond the 4 is an additional 5,000 US dollars, and you also pay a 5,000 US dollars non-refundable submission fee upfront, plus a small government fee upon approval, like 350 for a passport, 150 for the national ID, and 250 for the certificate of registration per person. The math for a family of 4 comes out to roughly starting at 97,000. On the government side before professional fees. That is genuinely historic for this industry. And now let's talk speed, because this is the second perk of this program. And the price alone does not tell the whole story. So the government promises processing time is 6 weeks from submission. That's the official target. What's actually happening? Real-world data from the 2025 year-end report shows an average of 2.5 months from application to passport in hand, and the fastest verified case was only 1 month. 1 month from submitting your documents to holding a new passport. The program received already 98 applications between September 2025 and January 2026. Of the 27 reviewed, all were approved, 0 rejections in the first batch. And compared it to Caribbean programs, most programs promise like 3 to 8 months and often deliver 6 to 12. In Europe, there is no citizenship program in Europe, besides citizenship by merit in Malta and the citizenship by investment program in Turkey, but Turkey is part Asia. And here's what separates this program from everything else, and I want you to really hear this. Sao Tome and Principe accepts applicants from virtually every nationality on earth. The only exclusion is North Korea. That's the list, one country. Everyone else, including nationalities that are blocked or restricted from most other programs, can apply here. Let me spell out what that means in practice. Iranians blocked from St. Kitts, Dominica, Grenada, Vanuatu, and most other are accepted in Sao Tome. Russians shut out nearly every European residency in many Caribbean programs post-2022, accepted in Sao Tome. Afghans, Yemenis, Sudanese, restricted by many programs due to geopolitical scrutiny, accepted in Sao Tome. Stateless individuals, people with no nationality at all, programs almost universally reject them. Sao Tome explicitly accepts stateless applicants. People previously rejected by other CBI programs, Sao Tome will evaluate each case on its own. I'm going to be straight with you here, because I think that's what this channel is about. The Sao Tome passport is not a travel powerhouse. Depending on the index you use and look it up at, it gives you visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to somewhere between 61 and 74 destinations. That number is real. It's not as attractive as the 150 plus you'd get from a Caribbean passport. No Schengen access, no UK access, no US. You'll still need visas for most of the developed world. But what you do get is some solid African coverage. South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Egypt. You get also access to Singapore, Hong Kong, and most of the Caribbean. But as a CPLP member, you get preferential pathways to Portugal and Brazil, which is actually significant for anyone thinking about their next step towards, let's say, a European base. So let's be clear, you're not investing in the Sao Tome Citizenship by Investment Program in order to obtain this passport for travel. That's not the pitch. The pitch is completely different, and it's actually more powerful. Here's the frame I want you to walk away with. The Sao Tome passport is not a travel document. It's a ladder. Think about the thousands of Iranians, Russians, Afghans, Nigerians, and stateless individuals who want to access better programs. Let's say golden visas in Greece or Portugal, business visas in Singapore, bank accounts in Europe, or some residency in Latin America, but can't because their current passport locks them out before they ever fill out a first form. It can happen that due to these nationalities you are restricted, you cannot participate, or there are high rejection rates. So with a Sao Tome passport, you have a second identity on paper, well, a second citizenship, one that opens doors your original passport slams shut. If you want to apply for the golden visa in Greece, but your passport is on the restricted list, you apply through Sao Tome. If you want to open a European bank account, Sao Tome citizenship gives you a clean, internationally recognized document from a stable, neutral country. And the price starts at $90,000 for a single applicant. That is cheaper than most lawyer fees and continuous immigration cases. For what you get, a permanent and heritable second citizenship, this is the best dollar for dollar value in the Thai CBI market right now. This is a Plan B citizenship. It's a tool, it's an escape valve, it's a bridge to something bigger, and for many people watching this, people who have felt locked out of the global system by the accident of where they were born, this program may be the first real door that's opened in years. Let's recap everything. The price starts at $90,000 for a single applicant, cheapest CBI globally. For a family of 4, $95,000. Government promise for processing is a 6-week processing timeline. Real world average is like 2.5 months. The fastest case was 1 month. Nationalities accepted, all nationalities except North Korea, which also includes Iranians, Russians, stateless people. Visa-free destinations, a little bit over 60 countries. There is no interview, no language test, no residency requirement, and it's fully remote application. Dual citizenship is allowed. If you or someone you know is in a situation where the traditional citizenship programs have felt out of reach, too expensive, too restrictive, or flat out rejected, Sao Tome is the most important development in this space in years. So drop a comment below telling me your nationality. I'd love to know who's watching and whether this program applies to your situation. I'll reply personally. And if you want a full consultation on finding the right program for you and seeing which fits your passport goals, the link is in the description. We worked directly with licensed agents for this program and many other programs. And if this video gave you value, make sure to subscribe, like, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Seriously, forward this to that one friend who's been asking about a second passport. This might be exactly what they're looking for. I'm Theodora, this is the Passport Investor channel, and I'll see you in the next one.